Alright. To YouTube. Since they want to cut me out. See how we doing over here. Alright. Doing good. Think so. Says I'm live. Guys, bear with me. YouTube, I was starting a live stream. I was starting to cook, man. But YouTube cut me off, man. Alright. Look like I'm up and running. Guys, listen. This video right here is about the fight that is at hand. It is about Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. If Errol wins, no real credit. He got to win. Excuse me. If Mikey wins, take him to the mountaintop. And also I want to touch on Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Now this is one that woo, people are either on each side, right? You know, Wade Joshua, Wade Wilder, right? But I just want to do a comparison in the $50 million that was offered to Joshua and the alleged $100 million deal that was offered to Deontay Wilder. Guys, as I'm speaking a little bit too loud, I seen someone that made their way out of the room, down the hallway, and now find themselves to me. That is full of dog. Good morning, Donis. Don't get right there, I'm sick of it. Don't get that. I'm sick. Alright. Remember, guys, I am still sick, but I want to touch on this, right? So, let's get it. People say that Errol Spence Jr. is a bully, right? For fighting Mikey Garcia. First, let me attack that, right? Let me attack that. You can't be a bully when someone called you out. You can't. You can't be a bully when someone calls you out. Remember, Errol Spence Jr., when he first heard Mikey wanted to fight him, he didn't really take it serious, right? Didn't. And then, because he was going after him, trying to get Q Thurman back to fight Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, he was going after those guys that have been making moves in the welterweight division, and he knew by beating those guys, it can definitely either unify or add more to his name to where he wanted to be in the welterweight division. But after him challenging Sean Porter says it's going to be the easiest fight to make, but he didn't make that fight, right? So at that point, all right, because remember, even Mikey Garcia said at one time that he believed Errol Spence Jr. wasn't going to take the fight. So finally, right, after all that, finally, Errol said, okay, I'll fight you. They want me to fight you. They want to put it on pay-per-view. Fine. I can't get the fights I want. Fine. Right? So now he's fighting Mikey. That is not a bully. Well, he's smaller than him. Well, let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. If you're on the street, right? La, 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 la. If someone smaller than you comes up and challenges you to a fight and persistent on fighting, let's say that someone punches you square in your, I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't gonna fight you. You're little. I won't get no credit for defending myself. Right? So, remember guys, YouTube is acting funny this morning. Very funny. Do me a favor, smash the like button immediately. So you can't bully someone who challenged you to a duel. You can't. In this case, to be honest, Mikey's the bully. Guys, we know Bullies doesn't always have to be big and tall guys. How many of you went to school, right? And even if you're tall or not, it was this one little short guy. Maybe he's a little cocky, but he's small. And he was the one bullying people, going around threatening people. What? I'll punch you in your... He's the one bullying people. So just because you're small or smaller than someone else doesn't mean you can't be a bully. I say it all the time. I see small guys bully bigger guys who are not, who's afraid. There's a lot of big people. Just because you're big don't mean you're a bully. And people get that misconstrued. Now, we tackle that. Well, how come he didn't fight nobody else? How come he didn't fight Ugas? Well, I'm pretty sure the excuse Sean Porter used to not fight Errol Spence Jr. is to fight his mandatory Ugas. That was Sean's mandatory. That's the reason he used not to fight Errol Spence Jr. So he's not ducking Ugas. All right. Remember, he tried to fight them guys. Well, other people want to fight. Hold on, as a matter of fact, who else? Let me find somebody else. Guys, listen, I went live earlier. YouTube cut out my stream in the middle. I didn't even want to go face to face because I'm sick. But YouTube now is not sending out the links. It's cool. But I'm gonna do a little research. I'm gonna find a couple of the people who they said that Errol Spence Jr. is ducking. You might be shocked. You know, I don't know if I'll be able to see it because BoxRec is trying to make you get a profile now. I don't have one. They may be charging. Yes. Okay, I have now, okay? We'll do this video, then we're going to go to the store. Okay, I can get to this one. Go get some Q-tips. Collazo, there it is. Collazo. Louis Collazo. They said Errol Spence Jr. is ducking 38, 7 loss, Louis Collazo. Well, he wants that smoke. Listen, man. He said anybody free smoke. If you got 5 or 6 people calling you out at one time, you can't fight all 5. And if you choose one of them, it doesn't mean you ducking the other 4. You only can fight one person at a time. People used to call Floyd Mayweather, oh, he's ducking, he's ducking. Floyd decided to fight Shane Mosley. Oh, he's ducking this guy and this guy.
I'm not sure.
You do it. But honest, you only need one. Put the other one back.
I'm not sure.
I told this boy, he told me he wanted to use some Q-tips. He goes to the bathroom and gets about a handful, I don't know how many, a handful of Q-tips for 2 ears. Son! Listen, Adonis, take that Q-tip, put one side, rotate it in the area, get it out, and then take the other clean side and put in the other ear, and then throw it in the trash can. Son, killing me, son.
Is it going to be the other side?
All right, hold on. Adonis, let me finish this, okay? So, I forgot where I was at. I forgot where I was at. Okay, Louis Collazo, right? So they said that Errol Spence Jr. is ducking Louis Collazo. Ducking him! Out of all people. Lost to Keith Thurman. Lost to Amir Khan. Lost to Hernandez. Lost to Berto. Lost to Shane Mosley. Lost to Ricky Hatton. But this is the man that Errol Spence Jr. is ducking because he called out Errol, so Errol should fight him. Listen, man, when you up there, you can't. It's right now. A lot of people calling out Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman can't fight all of them. You got to fight one of them, right? And the people that are some people, the only one that could hold weight is Terrence Crawford. Because Terrence Crawford wants that smoke. All of it. Filter or no filter. He wants it. Earl is the one in that case that said that I'm going to take the easy route and fight Sean Porter. Now to me, even if Top Rank is saying they're not going to make the fight until it's more financial, make more money, even though they said that, a fighter should never say that. A fighter should never say that, I'm going to fight you, but I'm not going to fight you now. I'm going to do some things on my side and then come back. Fighters shouldn't talk that much business. Fighters should be fighters. But again, you can only fight one at a time. And he did. I say this. Earl tried to fight the people on his side. He tried to fight. He tried to fight Sean Porter. Sean Porter jumped in front of Danny Garcia, fought Danny. Earl jumped in front of Sean. Sean said it'd be an easy fight, but he fights the mandatory Ugas. And then they say that he's ducking Ugas. He ducking Collazo. How is he ducking Ugas when Ugas is Sean Porter mandatory? How is he ducking Collazo? If you're saying he's ducking Collazo, now you're saying Terence Crawford ducking Collazo, because Terence Crawford was supposed to be fighting Collazo before he turned down Collazo and fighting Amir Khan. Oh, I got it. It's a one-way duck street, right? Only because you dislike Errol Spence Jr. You dislike Deontay Wilder. They can't do no good. I get it. The hate runs deep. If you was a lantern, you would be the yellow lanterns. I get it. You're the one that thrive off of hate. I get it. Let's get back at it. Errol Spence Jr. It's not bullying. He's not ducking. These guys, the only one that holds any weight at all, the only one that has a belt that's up there, Terence Crawford, because of what he said. Now I want to touch on Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Woo! When I talk about Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, people are here or here. That's it. That is it. They're here or here. And if you're not saying nothing favoring that guy, if you're not saying nothing favoring that guy, well, I'm going to be honest, right? I was listening to a live stream, and they said that, how can Wilder turn on 100 million, but then you want to make fun of Joshua for turning down 50? Which one is more? Well, first of all, you're comparing apples and oranges. You are comparing apples and oranges. It's not the same deal. The 100 million that we really don't know was real or not was a 3-fight deal. 3 fights. Dominic Brazil and Anthony Joshua twice, right? The first fight for Anthony Joshua, 40 million. Second fight, 14 million. I'm only dissecting the deal. The 50 million that was offered to Anthony Joshua, that Dylan White said he saw proof of. All right? That was 50 million up front. Here, 50 up front with back end percentage as well. So the minimum for that one fight with Joshua, the bare minimum, if it's so one person in the audience, Joshua walking away with 50 million. If it exceeded, Joshua got back end money too. Right? Now let's go back to the Wilder deal. The Wilder deal that we don't know a lot about. $100 million, right? Yes, it sounds good. It is good. It's a lot of money. I get it. But it was not for one fight. It's for 3 fights. And remember, what they are paying Deontay Wilder flat in the first fight with Joshua, 40 million. Wilder was giving Joshua 50 plus bonus for one fight. And we don't know if he turned it down. We don't know if he turned to negotiate. Listen, I guess it is turning down when you negotiate. When you say, well, you know what? We don't quite agree to that offer. It is a turn down. Okay, then what's acceptable? It's business. People flaunt the handle. Oh, he's turning it down. Oh, we should accept it. We don't know what's going on. Let them come out with it, right? Let them come out with the money. Let Deontay Wilder actually speak on it. See, with Joshua versus with the Deontay Wilder saga, they spoke on it. We hear from Deontay Wilder. We hear from Anthony Joshua. We hear from both parties in it. We hear it. This $50 million deal to fight from DAZN to Wilder. We haven't heard nothing from these parties. The $100 million deal, we haven't heard nothing. These two says on DAZN either. The money's on DAZN. Maybe, man. Maybe. And if Deontay Wilder did turn it down, this is me thinking. I don't know. Either they're about to negotiate to try to get more. Because remember, Anthony Joshua said that he was taught never pay someone what they're worth. Pay them for what you can bargain for or negotiate. So if they feel that Wilder, let's say they feel Wilder is worth $50 million. I'm just saying. They don't want to offer 15 off top because they figure they're going to say no to it. So they offer a lower offer. If you don't believe me, the Dylan White's a situation. Dylan White was kind of, from what I heard, was upset with Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn came with like $3 million, then $4 million, then $5 million. And Eddie Hearn worked with Dylan White. He worked with him. Said, no, I'm saying no back-end money. No back-end money on DAZN. I got you. Okay. No back-end money. It's right. It's flat. But to be honest, if the pie was that sweet, woo, you don't need back-end if it's that sweet. But if it's a flat fee, remember, Deontay Wilder teams feel that the Anthony Joshua fight back then, before Fury, before Joshua versus Miller, that it was a $100 million fight, right? Easy. That's why they were offering Joshua $50 million up front. This is upfront money. That wasn't a $50 million flat. Like I tell people, you got to compare apple with apples or orange with oranges. You can't have apples and oranges. These are two different deals. Joshua could have made off that one fight $50 million at the bare minimum, and maximum maybe 60 or 75 off that one fight. If they did a rematch, if it's that good, it does even more. DAZN was paying Wilder 40 flat for the first fight, 40 flat for the second fight. Think about it. Should it really be even? Or should it be, if you're going to do 40 for the first fight, should it be like 60 for the second fight? Maybe they're negotiating. I want to see Deontay Wilder versus Joshua. I do. I would love to see it happen next. And if the first fight good, let me see a second fight. If they split 1-1, give me the third fight. Give me the rubber match. I'm ready for it. I don't want to see Joshua recycle fighters. I don't want to see Wilder, after he beats Brazil, fight Kanowski, fight Charles Moore, the demigod. You know, I don't want to see that. Mansoor, I don't want to see that. I want to see the best fight the best. And I hate that money is what's breaking it up. These two said, me too. And we don't even know, listen, it's a $100 million deal. We don't even know if it's real. And here's what I'm saying. Can DAZN, answer this for me, can DAZN, on their own, put Joshua in a contract, or does Eddie Hearn has to sign off on it? That's all I'm asking. What if Eddie was not completely on board with the fight being 100% next? What if Joshua is not 100% sure on the fight being next? Ohio runs boxing. $3, 3 laws on the fire to keep the blaze going. Hold on, man. Let's get you right. There it is. Thank you, man. Ohio, bro, I haven't seen you forever, my dude. Let me slap some like on you, man. What's good, bro? Bro, I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you. Ohio, you already know me. I'm T-Dub. This is Lola. She just, you just set her on fire. You made a blaze. But basically, man, what I'm doing in this video is I'm comparing the deal between Deontay Wilder and Joshua, the $50 million for one fight. Well, it's hard to say 50 because it's upfront 50 plus back end money for one fight with Joshua versus a 3-fight deal for $100 million. Ohio says chilling, just working, man. Salute to you, man, bro. Man, good to see you, man. Good to see you. So I'm comparing those deals. Also, today, which I really hope to do this video. I'm a little under the weather. Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. You know, I am so glad I got rid of that glass table because my son just dropped something hard on it. And if this glass would have broke, so I went wood. I had to go wood. All right, but people say that Errol Spence Jr. has been a bully in the situations. You know, here's the analogy. Here it is. Here it is. If Errol Spence Jr. is an A grader, right? This is the analogy that was used. Errol Spence Jr. is an A grader, and he's beating up on 6th grader Mikey. How does he get credit for that? Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All freestyle, all freestyle. Well, if you're an A grader, right? I'm just saying, if you're an A grader, a 6th grader come up and challenge you to a duel. Ha! You know, the 6th grader is the one bigger than the 8th grader. To be honest, the 6th grader, Mikey, challenged the 8th grader. So you're not bullying somebody who challenged you to fight when you didn't even acknowledge it in the beginning. But now, since we're here, we got a swimming pool right in front of us. Let's dive right in, right? Let's dive into it. The same 6th grader who they praise for moving up in weight in different divisions, right? They praise him for moving up in weight to 140, becoming a 6th grader, and then going back down to 5th grade and beating 5th graders for their lunch food. They praise him, right? Remember, he had 2 titles in 2 different divisions, right? They praise this guy. They call Errol Spence a bully. He's an 8th grader fighting a 6th grader. When a 6th grader challenged him because he fighting somebody smaller greater than him. But then when anybody moves up and down in weight class, are they not bullying? If you move up in weight and you go back down and fight somebody, is that not bullying? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go to the chat. All right, here we go. AD said, I think is that FFS? Is that first? First, I'm making excuses. All right, let me put this. I got to read this from AD. AD, I know this. AD go around. AD protect his boy. Here we go, AD. Let's see, man. Stop making excuses. You want to see Wilder charge his USA fans $75 for him to fight Brazil and Kanowski instead of 200-meter fights on the zone for $10. First, you Wilder fans are unreal. And salute to what's blazing. I'm going to have to jump with you one day, my dude, my guy. The AD, Wilder said he don't want to fight Dome on pay-per-view. Okay, First of all, let's jump into that. AD, listen, man. I appreciate a different perspective. I don't care if you clear one-sided. As long as you come off like you did there, I don't care, you know. But let me give you my opinion. So you heard it from my mouth. T-Dub was blazing. Here we go. First of all, AD, like these two said, Deontay Wilder said he doesn't feel that Brazil is a pay-per-view fight. So at least you know that's not nothing he's aiming for. All right? Things are being put out there. Second of all, the $100 million deal. We have no idea what's included in it. We only know what hearsay. They said you fight Brazil, and you got 2 fights with Joshua. Remember, this is supposed to be directly from the zone. How can it come directly from the zone when Joshua is under Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn said Joshua is kind of free to maneuver around? Adonis, hold on. Will you go in your room real quick? I'll be done just a little bit. Will you go in your room? Get your toys real quick. Yeah, well, in a little bit, because I'm using it, okay? All right, let me jump back into it. I got my kitty. Came out of his room, ran down the hallway, came in here while I'm at it. I love you, Adonis. We're gonna get some to eat after this. And then we gotta go to the gym. All right.
I'm not hungry.
That's cool. No, but I'm about to dissect AD right now. AD about to get dissected. Yeah, go see. There's no snacks. Yeah. Eat some muffins. Get a muffin. Okay. Now let me get it. Now, did you come back with something else or not? Let's see. While I was running boxing, what I miss? And where I make some touching everything.
I got these kind of muffins.
You can eat it. So go in your room and eat it, Don. Go in your room. Right. These 2. The case house is going to go to $20 million. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, $20 million to the speed of 150. The zone deal is not a good deal, bro. I'm a Wilder fan, and I'm praying we see Wilder fight. I have no problem with pay-per-view, and AJ don't either because he's still fighting on pay-per-view in the UK. Facts. Wild runs boxing. Facts. Facts, because the UK people are still paying pay-per-view to watch Joshua. Good one. AD comes back. Why should we pay $150 when he takes the zone back and saves fans $130, take the corporate money, and leave us hardcore fans pocket more in money? All right. AD. I do get that. Listen, I understand everyone can't afford pay-per-view. I get it. I'm not knocking that. I understand you would like for it to be $10. I get it. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You know? But everything has to make sense. It has to. You know? We have no idea what's in the deal. We don't. We don't know if there's flexibility that, hey, you fight this one fight and then your next 2 fights are possibly Joshua. If so, then it's 40-40. We don't know how it's worded. It's just the thing, man. Until Wilder comes out and the zone comes out and they said this was in the contract, we have no idea. We're going off of somebody else leaking some information that we have nothing about. Nothing. And I'm going to tell you this. Joshua might not be completely on board. He is getting his biggest payday just by being in the USA, fighting Miller, who nobody asked for $30 million. And he's making the UK fans pay per view. And if like Eddie Hearn says, that he could maneuver, imagine he's getting paid that much from a DAZN and pay-per-view. You don't think Josh was thinking about, shit, what if I fought Deontay Wilder in America? We might be selling for $75, $85 per view. You know how much money I can get? Shit, I might get $100 million off that fight. Joshua may be believing that he can walk away anywhere from 75 to 100 million for fighting Wilder if they put it on pay-per-view. And maybe Deontay Wilder's thinking the same thing. Honestly, at this point, I think both of these guys want to fight next. I think they both do. I think Deontay Wilder is so upset with Tyson Fury for pulling that duck, duck, goose move and acting like he want to fight, going into negotiations, holding out like a girl who's saying she on her period but she's not, and then out of nowhere and leave. Oh, that's a duck. That's a crack, 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 crack. Throw that duck some crackers and bread. Clear duck. My son, who never listens. Oh, I asked him what is wrong. He's like, Dad, listen. You're doing a live stream right now. This laptop gonna die on me. What's my phone at? Adonis, will you do me a favor? You get my phone right there. And I want to touch on, let me see that. All right, thank you. I want to touch on, I was on a stream earlier, right? They said if, why is Wilder, first Wilder was giving Anthony Joshua shit for not taking the 50 million, but he turns away 100 million. As far as I know, 100 million is more than 50. God damn, really? You can't, all right, before I even get into the whole breakdown of that, you can't tell how 100 million for 3 fights versus 50 plus million on 1 fight is different. You can't get that. 1 fight, 50 plus million. Plus, because you got to back end money. 3 fights, 100 flat. Breakdown. Divide it up. What's that, 33 and a third? 3 fights, 33 and a third. 1 fight, 50 plus. Adonis, please go in your room. You're being too loud. See, I love my son. I know he loves me too, because instead of going in his room, he'd rather be right there just to be next to his dad, because he don't want to be in his room. And he's smiling right now. He's smiling at me. But let me put I know this, my laptop going to die. My laptop is what I was using to read it. I'm just going to die on me. All right, let's see. AD said, what's blazing fair play? But on Tuesday, Hearn said, we're going to find out the truth. So I'll hold back my opinion to then. Hey, that's why, honestly, AD, it's not why. See, I don't just jump off the deep ends. I want to find out, you know. $100 million deal does sound good, but I believe Deontay Wilder's team feels it was worth at least 100 before the Tyson Fury fight. After the Tyson Fury fight, the stock has went up. The reason you know Deontay Wilder's stock has went up because Eddie Hearn went from 12.5 flat, 15 million flat to a 60-40 split. So the fight had to be in the UK, and now the fight can be in the USA first. Why did he do that? Because Eddie Hearn realized that, God fucking damn it, there is more money over here in the USA. Joshua, we have tapped our market in the UK. We have tapped our market. We can't charge them no more for pay-per-views than we're charging them. We're probably not going to do that many more numbers in the UK than we're doing now. But if we can get that UK pay-per-view and come over here and beat them Yanks over the head with pay-per-view, 75, 85, heck, Joshua, even $99 per view. Oh, you better believe Eddie Hearn thinking about that money. You better believe it. Why all of a sudden is he willing to give all the leverage? And don't give me that shit he just want to make an undisputed matchup. That's not it. That's not it. It is about money. Making money and reserving money. He is not making any moves because they want to see the best fight the best. Not true. If Big Baby Miller would have went to the UK I bet you any kind of money you can put your hands on, he wouldn't got paid no record breaking for him $30 million. Bet you. I bet you. I bet you. It didn't happen with Klitschko, Dylan White, Parker, Takum, Povetkin. It wouldn't have happened with Miller. But because he got in that boat, traveling across that massive sea, the money's here. Joshua versus Wilder is $800 million. So even if Deontay Wilder turned on $100 million, maybe he's negotiating. Can we at least say that? I do understand if you turn down money, you turn it down. But maybe he's saying, listen, all right, the $20 million for Dominic Brazil, we can work with that, okay? But this is what we can't work with, all right? We know that Joshua versus Wilder in the USA is worth more than $40 million flats. We know that, okay? We got to come up with something else, all right? And then if they do a first fight and it's good, just like Wilder versus Fury, the second fight is going to be bigger. We believe the second fight is going to be bigger. So now if we can do something like, if you want to do us a guarantee, even though we believe we still might be getting shorthanded, $50 million up front, which is what we thought it would have done. Well, $50 million, let's say $50 million for the first fight, which we thought we would have done 2 fights ago with Joshua. And then the second fight, make it 65, 70, or at least come back to the drawing board, then maybe something like that. It's about negotiating. But those deals are apples and oranges. They're different. You can bite right through an apple. You bite right through that orange, you're going to have some other shit in your mouth that you don't want to chew. 2 different deals. Wilder is not ducking Joshua. Get that out your rabbit mouth. It's not. Joshua, at least in my opinion, right now, I think he might actually want to fight. And if they can work it out, I would love to see this fight next. If it's on DAZN, good. I commentate on fights. I commentated last night. I have DAZN. I have it. I don't care. I have it. If it's on pay-per-view, cool. I'm going to get it. Because I commentate. I talk about boxing. Let's go back. Here we go. We're going to the chat, guys. AD, we will see if Wilder wants to fight Joshua next on Tuesday when he announces his next move. I really hope he is serious about one face 191 champion. I believe he is. I believe Tuesday, if anything, he's going to announce Dominic Brazil. I don't believe he's going to let's assume they do not come up with a deal. But remember, the deal does not have to be done in 1 week, guys. It doesn't. Joshua still has to fight Miller and win. Wilder has to fight Brazil and win. They have time to work out the kinks. It doesn't have to be done now. If we don't get a good answer this week or next week, technically, they'll be like, oh my gosh, it's not going to happen. We got time. We got time. Because if Wilder loses to Brazil, changes everything. Miller some kind of way beats Joshua, changes everything. We got time, guys. So all the only thing I'm saying is, don't rush it. Schoolcraft mod. Like all promoters. Yes. I'm thinking you said about the making money, reserving money, maybe. I've been listening for about 10 minutes and now I'm a new sub. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, my voice is messed up. But when someone lets me know they do a new sub, I like to welcome you to the channel. Coming on us blazing. First time watching, 10 minutes in, and new. Sub to the channel. School Craft Mod. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. May Caps, what it do? Better yet, what it does. May Cap says, to me it's clear that Wilder wants 50-50 if they're giving Joshua $45 million to fight Miller. How much are they going to give Joshua? $75 million if he fights Wilder. I think that's one thing too, because Wilder don't want to go in like, listen, you give me $40 million. You're going to make that deal with me first, and then you're going to pay Joshua $75. That's why I say, listen, it may take a little bit. It may take a little bit while to get this worked out. It may have to, but just be patient. I believe something can be worked out. I believe so, man. You know, I could be a fool, but I want to see them fight next. You Joshua fans, ride with Joshua. Say he's going to be Wilder. Wilder fans, I am included. I think Wilder's going to take his head off. But there's only one way to see it. That's if they fight. UK fans, support your champion. That's your champion. You're supposed to. I don't knock you on that. You're supposed to. And then on fight night, we sit back, eat popcorn, or talk to our friends and brag about who's going to win and who's going to lose. Once it's over, either way, oh man, I can't believe he won. Oh man, that dude did win. It's all going to happen. Let's see. AD comes back first. He only got $13 million for Tyson Fury fight in the zone. If offering Wilder 3 times at his highest payday and 20 times what he made against Ortiz. Both fights he nearly lost. Why he can't take $40 million? It's a joke, bro. And last year the money was in the UK, but thanks to the Zone USA. Oh guys, call in. This is YG Knight. Got your number saved. What up, dude? Talk to me. Oh man, hey, I was breaking down this Mikey and Errol and Wilder. I've been stuck on Wilder for a little minute now, but hey, you want to touch on this, man? Your voice a little bit low, I think. I think your voice a little low. Right. Right. Yeah, exactly. And I think YG makes some good point. Not sure if you guys can hear him or not. I think your voice is a little bit low, YG. I'm trying to hold it to the mic to be. And well, okay. One thing YG said, in case you didn't hear, Adonis, please go to the room. Does not listen. He's 5. He does not listen. I got it. I turned up my volume. Thank you. Can you hear me better now? I can. What YG said, guys, he said, listen. He said Wilder shouldn't take the deal because what if Miller beat Joshua? Then Joshua, of course, going to have a rematch. And then there's going to be 2 fights that Joshua's going to have to fight with Miller before even having an opportunity. Assuming that there could be a 3rd fight. Depends on if Miller wins, then Joshua wins. Then if Miller wins, then, you know, well, not Miller win, but if they split, then it could be a 3rd fight. And then if Deontay Wilder already signs the contract, it could put him on hold, or at least, you know, guarantee money that could be different in the future. But I don't know. But you know what? You got to think about it. In contracts, another thing, YG, they put in contracts assuming that Joshua beats Miller. Then it's next. So you can put anything in the contract. Like, you know, if you put in there that you fight Joshua for this amount of money, and then you don't put, like, you know, if he loses or if he doesn't lose, then they could try to hold him to something. But these lawyers are smart, man. They're going to have it that, you know, assuming that he beats Miller, then the fight's next.
I think you said, but knowing those guys, you probably They probably just like start this fight. Now I mean, week you get to the AJ fight next.
You know, yeah, man. You never really know, YG. That's why we got to at least hear what's in the contract. I believe they said the magic date. The magic date is Tuesday. So when Tuesday comes, hopefully we get more answers. I guarantee you, if we don't get more answers, we definitely don't get more videos. Everyone will do a video about it.
Contract because wasn't AJ set to fight April 13th in England? They just totally tore that date up, and then next thing you know, you fight on June 1st. So it's like those contracts are on total paper. You actually.
Well, he didn't have an opponent for April 13th. He did book a venue, Wembley. He booked Wembley, and he booked him for that date. But since he did not have a valuable opponent, he couldn't keep that date. I mean, the contract, he never really had a contract with the person. He assumed, in my opinion, that he was going to either fight Dylan White, and then all of a sudden Tyson Fury did very good against Wilder, so he became a contender along with Deontay Wilder. Neither one of them fights panned out, so he had to abandon that date because there was nobody else to fight. There's no way Miller would have sold in the UK Wembley Stadium. It wouldn't have. So he had to come to the USA and still get the biggest purse he ever made.
Yeah, no, I understand, but you know, I was just saying, like, basically, they told Wembley, like, yo, we're going to fight here April 13th, and they just totally, like, just ripped that up. So, like,
yeah.
They could have made other plans to do something else with the video, but yeah, they did that one over and over.
Yeah, I mean, but we don't know. They probably had to pay, man. You know, honestly, you know what? They probably had to put down a deposit. They probably lost a deposit. It's like right now, if you go rent out a stadium or anywhere, they probably lost a deposit on that. They lost something. But hey, do me a favor, YG. For those that don't know you, let them know who you are, where you calling from, city and state. Who is YG?
He knows how to work his way to get inside. He goes to the body. I mean, never really been hurt or knocked down. I mean, or even been swolled up in the fight. He keeps his defense tight. And Joshua's been known to tire. And there's not a person that Joshua has fought that hasn't pushed him backwards. And that's all Miller does to get in your chest. So I like his chances, but that's a little bit down the road. If you really want to shine the doctor, go for Mikey tonight like I am.
Well, listen, all right, YG, thank you, man. I'm about to jump. I'm gonna finish up with this Wilder, and then I'm gonna jump right back on Mikey. I'm gonna jump back on Mikey. So once I finish up with Deontay Wilder, if you got anything to say about Mikey, call back in, my dude.
I got you.
All right. All right, listen, man. As you see, he got Miller. He got Miller winning that one. AD said, "Can't hear, bro." Yeah, I couldn't hear it either, man. Hope you guys was able to hear him a little better last time. Let me see. Okay, this is where I was at. I'm not sure if AD's still here. AD was talking about the $13 million versus with Fury and the money versus Ortiz. Well, there's a difference. One, boxing is growing. Boxing, the heavyweight division, is definitely getting more attention each time out. And that's why Wilder was able to make more money than he with Fury, than he made with Ortiz. And that's why he should make more money with Joshua if they fight. And here's the thing, guys. Joshua is going to make a crazy amount of money if he fights Deontay Wilder. Why? Because he's fighting Deontay Wilder and being undisputed. And rightfully so. Wilder should get a crazy amount of money if he fights Joshua. Why? Because he's fighting Joshua and becoming undisputed. These guys need each other to make legendary money for them. Facts. To make legendary money and to try to etch their name in stone in the heavyweight division, they need each other. If they do not fight each other, there's going to be asterisks and question marks fighting. If they don't fight each other, it's going to hold where they really are placed in the overall heavyweight greats. Because you were in the same era, and you didn't fight. They both have a lot to gain from this fight. They both have a lot to lose from this fight. But anytime you fight, you're taking a risk. Mike Cap says, Wilder don't want to be the B-side. Like Bo not fighting Lewis. And School Kraftmont. School's Kraftmont said AD Wilder has to make sure to get a fair cut, and also this fight is going to make a lot of money. Right, man, listen. If I know by me fighting, let's say me fighting Joshua, right? Me right now, me fighting no one, let's say I get $5. But I know because people want to see me fight Joshua, and that fight is going to sell. Listen, if that is on pay-per-view, I almost predict there being at least 2 million. I think if Joshua fights Deontay Wilder, it does 2 million or better in the USA. Between 2 and 2.5 in the USA. Not counting what it's going to do in UK, and not counting whatever TV rights for other countries. This fight's going to be big. If Miller goes out, if Joshua goes out there and stops Miller in his motherfucking tracks, and if Wilder stops Dominique Brazil like he punched him with the Finley gauntlet with 2 or 3 of them stones, and make Dominique Brazil lay down, tired or not tired, and fight each other next, woo! You have to. The only thing Deontay Wilder's been doing, in my opinion, is trying to make the best fight the best. That's what he want to do. Make the best fight the best. And he wants to be fair. When he fought Tyson Fury, he was fair. The rematch was 50-50. It was fair. Tyson Fury pulled out. When he went, I believe Deontay Wilder went to Tyson Fury like, listen, bro, I feel Josh is trying to undercut us. You know, we can do this. Let's fight each other. Split everything 50-50. Fury like, yes, we can do it. And then he, psych, I have my fingers crossed. I'm going to go to ESPN. And nobody cares about who Tyson Fury fights next. Nobody cares who Joshua fight next. But Deontay Wilder, where's he going to go now? Who's he going to fight now? Bigger than Floyd and McGregor. Floyd got 100. McGregor got 50. No, Mike Caps. McGregor got 100. Floyd made, I think, between 250 or more. I think Floyd made probably close to, because I know Floyd against Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather made about 300 million. I think he made about 300 million off the Pacquiao fight. In the McGregor fight, they estimated that McGregor's gonna make about 100, and Floyd Mayweather had a guaranteed 100 up front. Floyd had a guaranteed check, 100 million. And remember, that fight sold crazy good. So now, guys, I'm about to switch gears, downshift a little bit from the heavyweight to the welterweight division. Mikey versus Errol. Let's go. I want to point something out to you. Hold on. Gotta remember, I am T-Dub. This is Lola. So, gosh, who came through? Oh, Ohio Boxing came through and threw $3 on the log, and whenever you throw $3 on the super chat, $2, $1, you get to see Lola. Oh, beautiful Lola she is. You get to see her dancing fire. Look at her. Holy shit, Lola. Woo! Not too much, Lola. This is not Pornhub. Not too much. Not too much. Oh, shit. Where you go, Lola? Your ass back over there. I'm in the wrong thing, I think. There we go. Holy smack, guys. In the middle of me talking about Ohio Run Boxing, throwing laws in a fight, I turn back to the chat again. Ohio Runs Boxing, man. Listen, bro. Come back again, guys. Threw 5 logs on the fire to keep the blaze going. He says, I've been rocking with you for the longest, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Just showing love. Ohio. Yeah, listen, man. And, bro, I recognize it. That's why when I saw your name, I'm like, bro, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? I remember, man, you been, I think Ohio, man, you been there, man, before I even had maybe 60 subscribers. Shoot, here we go. Listen, man. He put 5 logs in there. Go ahead, Lola. That's a high-ass blaze, Lola. Here, maybe we should dance. Oh, look at that. She's on fire. Look at them hills, man. I told Lola, I said, listen, Lola, you got 2 options. Either you dance for me on my platform, or I can take you to the east side of St. Louis to a place called Bottoms Up. Pink Slip. I'm pretty sure you guys get my reference of what I'm talking about. But shout out to my boy Ohio Run Boxing. He says, Mike Cal says, I like both fighters. I've been following Mikey longer. Gotta stick with him. Hey, I don't know. Hey, I'm not doing that. I'm finna blow this picture up, guys. All right. When I look at this picture right here, guys, I see Mikey Garcia. He's fully hydrated. Right? Look at him. He looks hydrated. He looks like he woke up, probably had a cup of coffee, ate some green eggs and ham, wiped his mouth with a napkin, probably said, I'm full. Went in, weighed in at 145. You look at Errol Spence Jr., looked like he skipped dinner, breakfast, and he's dehydrated. and he weighed in at 146 and a half. Earl looks a lot slimmer. And we got to see what he blows up to on fight night. I think he says he's going to be around 160. Ohio Run Boxing said you can also find me on IG. Guys, you can find Ohio Boxing on IG. Look him up. Ohio Runs Boxing. And on Facebook, Marcus Ohio Runs Boxing. I got to remember to do both of those, man. I'm on Instagram, What's Blazing. And obviously, if you type in What's Blazing in Sports on Facebook, you'll find me as well. But guys, I'm going to get into this work, man. I'm going to get into this work right now. We're going to talk about Mikey. I'm not that good at this. I'm good, but I'm not good. All right. Matter of fact, I'm done with the Deontay Wilder. I mean, I'm going to take the picture. Let me start to this. What is this right? Fuck. Nope. All right, guys. This is the fight happening tonight right here. This is it. This is it. If you ride with Mikey, ride with Mikey. That's your boy. You have the right to. Now, there are going to be people that's going to ride with Mikey and feel he's going to win. There's going to be people that's going to ride with Mikey, but they feel that Spence will win, but they pulling for Mikey. There's going to be the same people for Errol Spence Jr. But the one thing people been saying about Earl is he's a bully for fighting Mikey. One, he can't be a bully when you didn't call the fighter out. He didn't call him out. He can't be a bully. Adonis, please go in the room. My son goes in the room, comes back out. Goes in there. And then he said, boy, back in there. He gonna jump at me. What? Hey, don't make me go Ike on you. All right, guys. Mikey's a good boxer. Good timing. Good jab. Good right hand. Cut the ring off well. Can slip shot, catch shots. Things are going to be needed in his favor against Errol Spence Jr. And he's going to have success. But now, here are some things that people are saying that Mikey does well. Errol hands here, jab hand, Mikey's here. A lot of times, they touch each other. All they try to do is touch and shoot. It's harder. His jab is not going to land as often. But his jab will be used to set up the straight right, down the middle, or to the gut. Same thing with Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. throws a man jab, and the left hand, the best shot for Mikey, to straight right. The best shot for Errol, to straight left. I said it before these guys put it out there. I said their styles are similar. If you go way back to when they first talked about this fight, I said the styles are too similar. They both come forward. They both use pressure. They both go behind the jab. They both have a high guard. They both catch shots, more except for one's a southpaw, one's an orthodox. One operates at 147. One's operate between 140 and 135, bouncing back and forth. It's hard for me to pick the smaller man who does stuff similar to the bigger man, and the bigger man is bigger doing it. First 6 rounds, hey man. Matter of fact, I'll say first 6. First 5 rounds, woo! It's gonna be good. First, I don't put it past Mikey to win the first round. Mikey might get that first. Timing, skill, everything's on point. He's not gonna rush out there on Errol Spence Jr. But as a fight, get past that 6. And Errol Spence get to dig into that body. Talking to his liver. What's up, liver? What's up, guts? What's up, sternum? You get to beat in that body like Rocky. It's going to slow Mikey down. It's going to wear him down. And I feel Errol Spence Jr. is going to take this fight. Mikey's a good fighter. They're going to give him all kind of respect afterwards if he loses. But I got Mikey winning this fight. Not Mikey, but Errol. Think about it. Even though Mikey got good timing, Errol don't got no horrible ass timing. Mikey said, listen, I do what Errol does, I do it a little bit better. A little bit. He didn't say I do what Errol does a lot better at this, a lot better at that. He said, we do the same thing, I do it a little bit better. We do it a little bit better. That little bit gonna have to be a lot that night. Errol Spence Jr. has a reach advantage. Errol could jab with Mikey. He can trade from a longer distance with Mikey. Mikey can't hang out on the outside 2-4 because he's in punching range of Errol. He's in punching range. In order for Mikey to land, he has to come into punching range because he has the shorter arms. And then Mikey can't just bulldoze Errol Spence Jr. because Errol Spence Jr. works the body like no one else. It's a tough fight, man. My opinion, Mikey needs to use his lateral. You know what I'm saying? He's like not go backwards, and not come straight forward, but still work behind the jab and go circle left, circle right. Keep the bigger man turning. Don't let the bigger man set his feet. The bigger man getting close for a body shot, you better effing move. In some kind of way, do that for 12 rounds. Mikey said, hate to see a loser in this one, but that's fight. Absolutely, man. You hate to see a loser. You hate to. Because whenever you got 2 guys that you like, I like Mikey. Before Mikey fought Errol, I said, listen, Mikey's style of boxing is what I would like to teach people, because I teach boxing too. I train people. Let's watch Mikey. Because he has good fundamentals. Watch Errol Spence Jr. Both of them. But they both took this fight. And the only thing that we can do, 2 things we can do. Accept the loser and still support the loser. When one person loses, it doesn't mean that they're done. If Mikey lose, accept it and support him. Earl lose, accept it and support him. Ohio Runs Boxing says, what if Mikey can take his power? Do you still believe Earl can outpoint Mikey if he can't knock him out? We don't, see the thing is, Ohio, we don't know what Mikey can take. We know Errol Spence Jr. fights and spars, boy, he spars bigger people. Jamel Charlo said the hardest he's been hit by anyone he sparred. Light heavyweight, middleweight. He's been hit the hardest by Errol Spence Jr. The one thing we see from Errol Spence Jr., he has hurt everyone he fought. Everyone. And we know Errol Spence Jr. has a chin. Kell Brook caught Errol Spence Jr. with some nice ones for 6 rounds. I had Kell Brook up in that fight. The first 6 rounds, I had him winning the fight. Earl didn't stop until he broke Kell Brook, mentally and physically. It's hard for me to see if Mikey is taking those punches and they're not having an effect. It's hard. Unless Mikey can do what I say and avoid those big shots and make it more of a chess match. If Mikey can make it more of a chess match and go to the decision, Mikey stands a chance to win. You damn right he does. You damn right he does. If Mikey can take this thing to a decision and make it a chess match, he stands a chance to win. Guys, into the chat. Was Blazing the Sports. Salute, LDBC. Salute. The grinder. The darkness. Guys, check out the Underrated Darkness, man. He talk about sports, but he talk about a lot of real stuff. A good guy. A lot of times, if you're riding, you're chilling at home, you can listen to and learn something. Check out The Darkness. But guys, I've been on here long enough. I kept my son waiting. Shout out to The Darkness. Shout out, guys, to my boy. I haven't seen for a long time. Ohio's Run Boxing. Hey, thank you for coming back. Thank you for super chatting. I really appreciate it. Even before you done it, you realize that I was like, golly, where you been at, man? Thank you, man. And the thing is, we may not always agree, and that's cool. At least if we don't agree, at least we can bounce ideas off each other. We'll learn something. So I don't want everyone that likes me to agree with me, which I will be nice, but I like when people disagree. If you disagree, follow me, subscribe, and then let me know where you disagree. And then we can always talk about it. It's your boy T-Dog. Here is what's Blazing the Sports.